Hey people, well, this is Wayne. I'm making another Wayne Talks video. I don't have much time. I gotta get out of here. I got somewhere to be. But I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going to do a series of videos on finding a good Thai wife or a good girl, and also a little bit more about Thailand and places to see and things to do and customs. And I'm also going to do a little bit to help you speak Thai a little bit. I call it survival Thai, knowing how to ask for the bathroom, a drink, food, directions, things like that, knowing how to get around and have the basics, It's very, very important for anybody traveling in Thailand, because not everywhere in Thailand do they speak English, and there's places you'll go where they don't even speak broken English, so it's good to have a basic, knowledge of Thai for ordering your food, or again finding the bathroom. A hung num is very, very important, and so I'm gonna do a series on that stuff. Thing about the women, I get asked a lot, and I mean a lot, how do you know a good Thai girl from a bar girl or whatnot? Best thing I can say to you now is just trust your gut. If you have feelings that you can't trust this person, well, that's not a good relationship. If you can't trust whether it be you or them, then that's not very good. You gotta be able to have some faith in the person you're with, common sense. If they're very money oriented and everything's about what they can get, and they're not very partnerish. Good Thai girls aren't going to go into the bar and be smoking and drinking and doing things like that. They just don't do that. Good traditional Thai girls. If she's over 25 and she's not married, there's probably a reason. If she's over 30, there's definitely a reason. At least that's my understanding of Thai culture from what I've found in my experience. Most Thai girls are under pretty big pressure to be married about the time they're getting done with their bachelor's degree or so, unless they go further in school to their master's or something like that, or have a big career goal. So that's one of those things that you got to kind of look for. But yeah, if she's, a girl with a high school diploma and she's not married and she's 32 years old, I would kind of be, considering there's a reason she's not married. Something's going on. This Thai culture kind of dictates that they're married pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, there's also the differences in location. Girls from Bangkok are very different from girls from Isan, very different from girls from Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, very different from Krabi and Koh Samui areas and stuff like that. So when you're looking, you need to know about kind of the culture of the area you're at. Knowing the basics of also the Thai dowry system and how things like that work. I get asked this stuff a lot. Dowries are something that's you just got to kind of do a lot of reading, a lot of research. I'll help you. I'll put up some videos that'll explain a lot of what I learned. And there is no set dowry amount. Everybody's like, well, what's the set price? Well, there isn't. It's a negotiation. Yes, it's negotiable. And you kind of walk in a little bit on eggshells. You don't want to insult too much, but you don't want to pay too much. And if you got a girl who's from like Isan, has no education, and farming family or some poor farming family, and they would come up to you and ask for 1 million baht, well, I'd be running the other direction. That just seems to be the magic number with those families, 1 million baht. And for the Westerners who don't know what that is, that's 30,000 American dollars, sometimes a little more. Matters to the trade at the time on the dollar to the Thai baht, but it's about $30,000. No, I wouldn't pay that. I paid $500,000 baht in my wife's dowry system. But my wife, was pretty special to me, and I knew I was getting a good traditional Thai girl who wasn't going to be influenced by the crap in life, basically, like some are. And this is the whole reason us Americans, for the most part, a lot of American men I've found are leaving a lot of American women and heading to other countries to find a good wife, good morals, and you know, things like that. A lot of Americans have lost that, sadly. I found it very hard to find a woman who was loyal, honorable, you know, could be a mother to my kids. You know, I found that very hard to find. Found a couple that I, you know, dated for a long time, but I knew they weren't really cut out to be that, and I couldn't trust some of them. You know, it was whether it be through money or my personal safety, or, you know, kids or marriage, or, you know, money or whatever. You know, it was, you know, always something there that I couldn't give them much trust in. I went to Thailand and remarkably found, I might have got very lucky. I don't know. You know, I didn't have experience with dating a whole lot of Thai women, but I did find that I think I got pretty lucky finding my wife pretty quickly. We talked for several years. This was not something we rushed into. We didn't get married in 5 minutes. Some guys go to Thailand, meet a girl, a week later they get married, you know. I don't know about that. And if the family's quick to approve that, you might want to look into that a little bit too. Me and my wife have been talking for a couple of years. We were dating for a while and serious, and then I had to go ask for permission to marry my wife. Once I got her permission, of course, to marry her, then we had to go to the family, and that wasn't easy. You know, getting their permission. They even felt it was too soon. And we had known each other for a long time, so yeah. And so that we did get permission to marry. We married. We had a child, and now we're working on our second child now. So yeah, and I couldn't be happier with my wife. She's a wonderful, wonderful human being. I don't even know how to describe it. It's she showed me a better way to live, a better way of life, and that I can trust somebody, where I didn't have that with any of my other relationships, and not just American too. I mean, I've dated from other countries too, but I've never found this level of trust I have with her in any other relationship. So, you know, that says something. But I'm going to cut this short here because I'm going to get into the whole thing, and I want to do a series on this where each one's more specific to a specific thing. Like one will be all about dowry, one will be about finding a traditional Thai girl who's respectable, and Thai culture respectable. You know, there's a lot into that. What's expected of a traditional good girl, and there's nothing in stone or written, but to kind of go with the culture, how it works, and what a good girl is like, and how she behaves. You know, it's what it is. There's a lot to it. So, and again, dealing with immigration issues, I'm going to try to do a series more on that. That's really complicated and involved, so I might wait till last to do that one. And again, doing, you know, some ones about getting around Thailand and talking and survival Thai and stuff. So I hope you guys all enjoy this, and I hope it helps you. And so hopefully you'll be looking forward to these videos. I'll be posting them soon, and I'll try to do at least one a week if I can. I got a lot going on in my life right now, but I'm going to try to get through, you know, as many as I can for you guys. Alright, Sawadee Kap, Chok Dee.